Welcome, Section 8 Nation. This is John coming with another Section 8 great landlord tenant tip. And today's tip, we're going to be talking about something that I'm having a problem with. And the title of this one is called A Tale of a Section 8 Tenant's Portion. Now, for those who don't understand that in the Section 8 game, sometimes there may be a portion that the tenant may be responsible for giving. So let me try to break that down because a lot of people are not understanding portions. Now, Section 8 doesn't always pay the total amount for Section 8 for the tenant. Very rarely, or I mean most of the times they do, but on some occasions they don't pay. And I ran into a problem with my latest Section 8 clients. So I'm going to tell you what a portion is. Like a portion is this. Suppose that Section 8 agrees to pay $1,000 per month, okay? But they said that Section 8 will pay you $980, but the tenant is responsible for paying $20. That means Section 8 is only going to deposit $980 into your bank account each month, and the tenant will have to pay $20. Well, that's a good deal right there, because you want it to be 100% where they give you the whole $1,000, but if you only have to collect $20 from the tenant, that's a good deal. Now, a bad deal is when other things happen. So I'm going to tell you what happened with mine. So in this latest house that I showed you last time, I had two tenants. I did something I never do before, and that's I tried to qualify two different tenants because I wasn't for sure which one I was going to use. So the tenant one is, let's talk about tenant one. That's the one that I wanted at first. Now, she came in with three bedroom voucher. I really liked her. I liked her kids and everything. But after I got the house qualified, I talked to Section 8, and guess what they offered me? They say, okay, John, your rent is going to be about $1,000 a month, but we're only going to give you $332 a month, and the tenant is going to have to pay you $668. I said, wow, $668, the tenant's going to have to come out their pocket? That means I'm like chasing rent all over again, and I don't want that to happen. But the tenant pleaded with me, say, John, I'm going to give you your money all the time. I'm going to give it to you fast. You don't have to worry. I'm going to give it to you. But I just thought to myself, that's not the game I wanted to get in Section 8 for. I want to make sure that I got all of my money, or most of it, from Section 8. I'm not in this game to chase down rents. Now, on tenant 2, the one that I didn't care as much, but I still cared about her, and I wanted her to move in, guess what happened? Section 8 said that, John, with her situation, we're going to pay you $1,000 a month. The tenant's not responsible for anything. As a matter of fact, we're going to give the tenant an extra $110 a month so she can afford to pay the utilities of the home. So what should I do? Of course you know what I did. I explained to the part that, sorry, no hard feelings, tenant number 1, even though I liked them a lot and I thought they'll be a good fit, I had to go with tenant 2, which is also a good fit, just as not as great as tenant 1. But we're in the Section 8. We're in the Section 8 to make money. We're not in it to chase down rents. That's the beauty of Section 8. We're not in it to chase down or chase down rents. I didn't want to be a person going to look for my rents every month. I want my money to be in my account on the first of the month. So that's what happened. So that's what happens in tenant portion. So when we're dealing with Section 8 homes, we want to make sure that we try to make sure that the tenant portion is little or none. Once you start having a tenant that's going to have a large portion, that starts making you one of these true traditional landlords, and you have to go ahead and chase them. This is the first time in my experience I had a tenant portion that was that high, $668. And I didn't want to be the first time I got burnt during Section 8, because if Section 8 is only going to give me $332 and the tenant's going to have to give me $668, I might hear excuses every month. That's not why I'm in Section 8. So that's my landlord tip about the tales of two tenants. Now, of course, I chose tenant number 2 because the tenant number 2, I got all of my money coming back from her. So it didn't have any problem. And so she's very happy. Tenant number 1 tried to explain to me over and over again what they would do to make sure I got my rent on time. It's just not the game that I'm playing, and I told them. Thanks everybody who's been subscribing to Talk to John. I really appreciate it. Thanks for anybody who's been getting the book. The book is a success. If you have any problems and you want to get started in Section 8 investing, this is where you need to start at. Make sure you get the book. The book has loads of information, and I'm going over there and building this and telling you all my stories as I go through them. I'm a real life Section 8 investor. That's what I do. I do other things, but I'm a real true Section 8 investor. That's what I do. I want to make sure that you go ahead and invest in Section 8. Make sure you get started with the wealth. If you have any problems or anything, you need to talk about something, make sure you go ahead and click the link above to talk to John right here. I'm going to make sure that you get the Section 8, what you need to get through to get you started. Let me help you. That's what I do. The link is right there. Make sure that you also go to the link above right here that says go to subscribe. Go ahead and go to my link. Make sure you get the book from my website. I know it's on Amazon, but it's a little more costly at Amazon. It's just at the right price for you on my website, and I'll ship it out. Try to ship it out the same day. Most people say as soon as if I'm at the office and I see it come through, I'm shipping it out. You're going to get a confirmation in about 10 minutes. Also, I want to see how many people are really dedicated. I know your kids are going back to school this month. I want to see how many people are dedicated to go ahead and start building wealth with Section 8. So I need you to go ahead and contact me and talk to John. It's not that much, and it's worth the information I'm going to get you. It's going to hopefully set you up for financial freedom. Thanks again for tuning in to Section 8 is Great. This was a tale of a Section 8 tenants portion. We having fun out here. Talk to you later.